Você já imaginou algo movendo-se a mais de 1000 km/h debaixo d'água, sem explicação aparente? Pois é exatamente isso que os militares de vários países estão relatando. E o mais assustador, o governo dos Estados Unidos admite que esses objetos são reais, mas se recusa a revelar o que sabe. Hoje traremos uma notícia bombástica sobre OVNIs submarinos que estão sendo detectados em velocidades absurdas, desafiando tudo que conhecemos sobre tecnologia humana. Fique comigo, porque o que você vai ver agora pode mudar tudo o que acreditamos sobre a vida além da Terra.
For more on all of this, we're bringing in News Nation special correspondent Ross Coulthard. Ross, it is always so good to see you. Let's start with what Representative Burchett says that an admiral told him, an extremely fast-moving underwater UFO. What do you make of this? How does this line up with accounts that you have heard? And do you think we'll see more people in high-level positions coming out with these accounts of UFOs?
G'day, Natasha. Lovely to speak to you again. Look, I've heard this story before. I've heard multiple accounts of objects moving at ridiculous speeds underwater. I've actually spoken to submariners in both the American military and also the Australian military who've told me that they've recorded objects moving at over 1,000 kilometers an hour underwater. That's faster than the speed of sound in the air. I mean, it's quite extraordinary. There are weird, anomalous objects now being acknowledged by the United States government, and we have this weird disconnect where, yes, they admit that these objects are real, whatever they are, but they refuse to reveal the secrets that they have, which we know they have behind all of this. And obviously last week we went very public with a major story where we revealed a whistleblower who actually flatly alleged that the US government is fully aware of these UAPs, these unidentified anomalous phenomena, that they are some form of non-human craft. Hell of a claim, but he went public and he was backed by multiple colleagues, and the silence from the Pentagon on this in the last few days has been deafening. They've not said a thing. They haven't denied it. All they've done is completely try and ignore it.
Yeah, we have Representative Burchett coming on the show tomorrow. Do you have a question for him in particular and others like him?
I think the big thing for Tim is, does he think that there's the political will inside the Congress? I'm getting feel-outs at the moment from very senior people in the Trump administration, especially in the wake of my interview with Don Trump Jr. before I did the primetime special. People are contacting me very discreetly from the very highest levels of defense, new intelligence community appointees, and they're asking the question, you know, can we speak to Jake Barber? Is it possible for us to get a briefing from this guy? Can we see the evidence? I think there's been a timidity, there's been a stigma, frankly, attached to this subject for decades, and the intelligence community that wants to suppress this story has used that stigma to try and stop politicians from engaging with it. So the big question for Tim is, does he think he can get the numbers, not just with the UAP caucus that he has in the House, but more importantly with the opinion makers, with Marco Rubio, who's previously spoken out about the issue before he became, of course, the Secretary of State in this new administration. He's indicated that he's aware of first-hand whistleblowers, and now, of course, one of those first-hand whistleblowers has come forward. I'm aware, because I'm talking to some of them, there are senior people in defence and intelligence who want you all to know the truth about this story. But there's a logjam in the Congress. What's needed is for the Congress to indicate that there's a political will. And that's where Tim and his colleagues come in. They've done a great job in the House. But are the people who are the key influencers, the key opinion leaders on the key committees, are they going to let these questions be asked in either private or public forum?
Isso é simplesmente inacreditável. Estamos diante de uma das maiores revelações de fenômenos anômalos da história. E a pergunta que não quer calar: o que mais eles estão escondendo de nós? Deixe seu comentário embaixo e me diga o que você acha dessa revelação. Será que estamos na beira de uma confirmação extraterrestre? E não se esqueça de curtir o vídeo, inscreva-se no canal e ativar as notificações, porque tem muito mais vindo por aí. Até a próxima!